What's up guys, Petko here. Today we are gonna talk about Season 2, aka patch 11.1 coming in the near future, likely the end of February/March. We're gonna talk about the tier set that Ellie is gonna get, supported by the spec changes that we have so far. Now, before I continue with the tier set, keep in mind that most of the tier sets are still preliminary. They are ways for them to change or completely get reworked. So even if you have something that is really bad, things will most likely change. There's a small chance it doesn't, but keep that in mind. Okay, now before I begin, one small thing. Now for the season 2, every single tier set is gonna be based on the role you're playing. Let's say if you're melee, you're gonna be getting winning streak. If you're range, you're gonna get jackpot. If you are a healer, you get insurance, and luck of the draw is with tanks, pretty much. What is this? Well, I guess keywords, buzzwords for them to like kind of like, manage things easier, maybe like balance things easier. I have no idea, but that's what we have so far. Okay, so let's read the two set. Your spells and abilities have a chance to hit a jackpot. That to me seems like a lottery, That summons a fire Ellie or storm Ellie, by the way. Don't worry about it. For 8 seconds. So casting Ascendance always has a jackpot chance. Okay, so several things that I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. No PTR available, so I can't test it. First of all, is it only Ascendance or is it also DRE? Meaning if it's Ascendance, then 2 minutes Ascendance will likely be better than only, 3 minutes. If it also from DRE, it's gonna be insane, by the way. Now having Elemental every 8 seconds, that's still gonna give you some kind of a leeway, like 5% DR. Maybe the Storm Unity now is gonna be worth, which is the 10% more damage every time you have Elemental up. Maybe talents that support the after Elemental is gone, you get like a secondary Elemental that lasts XYZ time. Plus, on top of this, you get, for example, prolonged Elementals. You can spec talents into it. This is kind of what I'm thinking right now. So technically it might seem pretty bad at a first glance, but depending on how often you're getting those elementals, this could be actually pretty huge. So don't judge yet too quickly. Every time you summon elemental or extend your elemental, your lightning bolt, chain lightning, and lava burst deals increased damage. Okay, so I would have to see some kind of like a spender buff. So this buffs your generators, which is lightning bolt, chain lightning, and lava burst, which is again is good because most of the time in Mythic Plus, chain lightning is your second best or sometimes first best spell, while earthquake is obviously the first. For single target, it's gonna be lava burst or lightning bolt depending on the build you're playing. Again, Stormbringer versus Farseer. So I don't like the force as much. I would love to see either higher numbers than 10% or perhaps like an extra, let's say earthquake damage increase, earth shock, or Ellie blast damage increase. That would have been better. So that's pretty much the tier set you have right now. Not 100%, like confident in it, but it is what it is, right? So getting to the changes now, Ellie Shaman does get a few changes, however. So Lightning Bolt is gonna have new visual, which is, fine. Unfortunately, Ancestral Guidance has been removed for pretty much every single Shaman spec. Enhanced Ellie Arresto. No more AG of healing, which is pretty bad in my opinion. Because that sometimes could have saved your group from, taking a large amount of damage. I didn't like that, but it is what it is. DRE is now a small percentage chance per Maelstrom spent rather than a being flat chance per Maelstrom spender. I'm not sure if this is gonna make you have more DRE uptime or less, but what it's gonna change here is it doesn't matter if you play Earthshock or Elemental Blast, you're gonna have a higher chance to get more DRE procs from Ellie Blast because you spend more Maelstrom because you're playing Ellie Blast. So Ellie Blast could actually become a better choice for higher DRE uptime because you spend more Maelstrom, and also once you cast Aftershock, you regenerate more Maelstrom. That makes sense, right? So I guess it's gonna make it more of a less RNG in that kind of sense. That's what they're trying to make it, like less RNG, pretty much. P-Wave is now gonna do a high amount of damage on all targets affected by Flame Shock. Pretty much, this is gonna feel like maybe you want to cast LMT Totem first, apply 3 Flame Shocks, and then cast P-Wave. That will do damage to all targets. Now, if damage is really high, then there is like a chance of you to having double LMT Totem before P-Wave, although it's a lot of globals, or maybe like have an extra Maelstrom leading to the pack, casting 1 free Earthquake or Earth Shock or Ele Blast to have this small chance to get Deity proc, get all Flame Shocks, then P-Wave up, you know. But P-Wave now, in my opinion, is going to become a lot more of a priority, especially if it does a lot of damage. Currently, it does like negligible damage. And last but not least, Healing Stream Totem has been buffed by 80%. Absolutely irrelevant change. They're trying to substitute the AG by buffing Healing Stream Totem. I mean, unless you buff it by 10,000%, then it's just still going to be useless. I will never press this button, ever. That's everything for Ele Shaman. Now, keep in mind, Enhance has gotten a complete rework again for Season 2. As you can see, it's like 2.5 pages long rework. I'm not going to read it. I have a separate video talking about, like, you know, Enhance and every single spec, what has been changing for them. It's the video before this. Stormbringer now is gonna have Arc Discharge stack up to 2 times, which actually is pretty cool. If you cast Tempest back to back, sometimes you can override the Arc Discharge, which is, you know, cool. I like that. And Conductive Energy now causes P-Wave to apply Lightning Rod, whatever. That's all for Ele Shaman right now. I'll keep you guys in a loop in case there are more changes or any other reworks coming in. But if you're interested for all class changes, video before this explains all of it. I always keep you up to date with everything coming into the PTR before Season 2 arrives. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.